So you need to think about it like this. This is going to be more like a part to full-time job. This is not something you can just get on here half-ass do. It's not something you can just pop in and out of. It's something you're going to want to hold yourself. So let's go over listings because I can't stress this enough. So I would recommend you have a minimum of 5 listings. Now, if you're gonna do, there is phone with cam and there's just regular calls. So at this point, we're just talking about regular calls. Then we're gonna move on to what the other stuff means. So when you go in to create a listing, you're gonna go click on My Account Listings, Create a Live Listing. The first column is going to say adults only. The second one, if you're a woman, it's going to be highlighted find women. If you're a man, it's going to be highlighted find men, because I do have men that want to be phone sex operators too. But for most of us right now, we're women. So it should say find women. Next, you can pick on whatever category you want to click on. So just say women home alone and sex. We'll just make it easy for right now. And click on continue. The first thing it's going to ask you to is to choose a title. So you want to think about what topic you chose. So if you chose BBW, maybe it should say come chat with this plush girl. Or if you chose Ebony, or if you chose, like, my favorite one is to choose like role play, because I'll always talk about how much I love taboo role play or cooks or whatever the case is, right? So you just put like a cute little title. Then you want to describe your service in the box below. Now, me personally, I just write everything out. However, if you do know how to work HTML, this is the part where you would put that in there. If not, just put what you like to do. I'll send you what I usually put for all of mine. Next, you pick how much you want to pay per minute, per listing. Each listing can be very different. I recommend don't shortchanging yourself. So whatever you don't want to go for, like your minimum, if you don't want to take under $2 a minute, don't shortchange yourself. Then you want to add a photo. It has to be a safe for work photo, no nudity, nothing covered up with emojis, not too much ass showing, like simple but sexy. And then you want to press OK. Once you press OK, it's going to take you to the next screen to review everything. Then you press submit and wait for your listing to be approved. About to send a screenshot of like what I typically put. I put the same thing for every listing just because I like everybody to know, no matter what they click on, everything that I do or can offer. I recommend you do the same. I don't get mad if you copy me. I highly recommend it if you don't know what to put. But I do recommend like changing up the words and being creative in your own way as well. Okay, next you have phone with cam listings. So if you're a person that has a cell phone and a separate device you can do Skype on, a laptop, iPad, another phone, then you can offer phone with cam listings. So to do that, what happens is they'll call the phone just like a regular listing, and then when you say hello or whatever, you ask them what their Skype name is. At that point, you call them on Skype, or they'll call you on Skype, exchange information, leave your phone on. That's how it's calculating your money. So a lot of the times they just want to talk through the phone, through the phone still, but some want to talk to Skype. So to ensure that you're not getting played on a phone call, put your phone on mute and speaker. Therefore, when the call is over, you can hear that the call is over, because you'll get distracted. Like if you're over here trying to squirt during your Skype show and then they hang up the phone, but they're still with you on Skype, you're not getting paid. So you need to make sure that the phone is still going. In order to ensure that, keep a headphone in your ear or put it on speaker so you can hear when the caller hung up. Okay, same thing when it comes to making a regular listing. You go through the same process, except you click My Account Listings, create a live listing, and then you go through the process again. Adults only, find women, and then instead of clicking on just any topic, you have to click phone with cam, and then it pulls up some other topics for you. So once you click phone with cam, you can tell them if you offer women home alone, extra kinky, mistresses, BBW, couples, ebony, lesbian, whatever the case is. You pick it, those categories, create you some phone with cam listings. Just pay attention, because it will alert you. It'll be like, this caller is calling your listing in, find women, phone with cam, extra kinky. And then it's like your phone with cam line. So I would say if you're gonna do a phone with cam line, I would have a minimum of 3 and a minimum of 5 regular phone listings. Okay, next I want you to, after you learn how to create those kinds of listings, we'll come back later to all the other ways you can make money through here. But first, I want to clearly make sure that you understand how to navigate through Niteflirt. So, call status again, if you're away, available, whatever. Same thing with chat status. I never turn my chat status off. I let them message me whenever, because think about it. Even if you're asleep and they want to send you a text message, you're still getting paid for that. So why cut it off? Let's see. Okay, then you have snapshot. And at this point is where you can set your payout. So if you haven't set payout, I highly recommend setting your payout to Express Pay. Express Pay is going to be where you can be getting paid out every single day. So today is the 8th. So if you were to start today, right, next Thursday, you will get your first payment for this Thursday. But say you worked Thursday and then you came back Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So the next Thursday you'll get paid. And then if you keep working, like if you work a consistent schedule, every day that week you will get paid. So if you always work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays, then the following Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays you'll get paid. Therefore, if you continue out the same schedule for like a month or so, essentially every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday you'll get paid, or blah, 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 so on and so forth. So you kind of want that because it'll go directly into your bank account. However, if you don't want to do that, you can have a check mailed to your house. That payment is only sent out once a month. So the best option is Express Pay. If your card happens to get lost, stolen, your bank account gets overdrafted, you don't want to use that card no more, whatever the fuck the reason is, you can go in there and stop payments. So when that's done, say you lost your credit card or whatever, you can stop your payment so it won't go into that bank account. The money will just stay in your Niteflirt account until you set up a new card and put it back in there. So you could still work, you will still have your money, just stop your payments, don't freak out. Okay. Alrighty, the next box says Flirt Center. So we just went over my listings. Then you have a button for my customers, which is very useful, especially when you start building your feedback. After every single call, like when the guy is like, when he nutted and then he's like out of breath or whatever, just huffing and puffing, I'll be like, "Ooh, did you enjoy yourself?" And then he'll be like, "Yeah," or whatever. And I'll be like, "Ooh, well, if you have some time, can you please leave me some feedback?" And they just fall for it and leave you feedback. Then you have my profile. And let me see what that says. Let me click on it. Okay, view your profile, edit it, record your member's name, so on and so forth. I really haven't put much into mine at the moment, because I've been getting calls, I've been making money through it, but I should set it up, and I would recommend, especially if you're good at HTML, to do that. Okay, next is mail. Let's talk about mail. Alrighty, the next